What up, suckerfishes? It's Squish here with another video going over a New World quick start guide. So over this guide is we're going to go over how to set up your character day one. Day one, I'll show you guys how to get all the essentials you need that'll really transform your early game experience and make it as best as possible for you. So I hope you guys enjoy. That's really it. This is a guide I put together and I did on my Twitch channel, which you can find up above, twitch.tv/squishy_guts. Feel free to check that out, and you can like and subscribe the video and do all the YouTube things, and that's really all it. I love you guys so much. Have a good day and peace. So this is your day one guide for New World. In fact, let me pull up a map too, because the map is going to come in handy here. Our day one guide here. Yeah, got us all set up. So day one, there's a few things you need to work on. There's a few things you should rush for right off of the gate. And this is a guide that's gonna get you set up with some basic things. Here are things that you should have after day one, or that you should be able to acquire day one. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to quickly acquire your faction weapons, your faction armor, a stockpile of food and potions, your level 2 tools for everything, a bag, and a stockpile of resources at Windsward. And the stockpile of resources is important for doing the town board quest. It's going to help you level up quicker. And then optional, you can then have enough to put like potions, food, ammo, tools, bags, iron, cloth, you know, that kind of stuff on the marketplace to make some more money. Also, Amaranth tuning orbs for the first dungeon are going to be pretty valuable in the beginning. So with harvesting, you can get the soul motes, life motes, death motes, 50 of each. And you can then craft an Amaranth tuning orb, which sells. Or no, I'm sorry. I don't think you can actually sell the orb itself. You're just going to sell these. You're just going to sell the motes. For those that don't know, you can skip the tutorial. How do you skip the tutorial? At the very, very beginning, you go to your game menu, here in the top right. Skip to New World. It's right there. It is right there. Now, the way I suggest doing it is you go into the world and you talk to the captain first. He's going to drop a bag of stuff. Grab the bag of stuff. It's like a little bit of food and the sword, right? No, it's just food, I think, because you already have the sword in your hand. And then skip. Boom. Get out of the tutorial. Yeah, you can wait until you get the shield too if you want. That's if you want. I personally never did that, but I'm not a sword and shield user, and the beginning area is so easy. I never even used a shield. I just like ran through and just like hack and slashed and killed things. I didn't care. But if you want the shield, you can do that. You can do the tutorial, and you also get like you know, a level up on your sword and shield if you do the tutorial. But if you're not a sword and shield user, you probably don't care. It's up to you. So step one, your starting location does not matter. Okay, but you're gonna rush the newbie quests, and at the newbie campfire, what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna make all the tier 1 tools right there at the newbie campfire. So all you need is flint and green wood, so just the bushes and the flint on the beach. So as you're like killing skeletons, just harvest all the stuff that you see and get a stockpile of it. Like, it's okay to have more than you need. Like, get more than you need. Make all your tier 1 tools. You can choose your faction. I'm choosing Syndicate because, you know, Syndicate's the best. You can be a Bible thumper if you want, or you can be a jock, but I'm going with the Syndicate nerds. We're going to be going for the Old Man River quest, which is the starter quest for your Amaranth expedition. Kind of important to go there. Unfollow. Once you get to your first city, you're going to be emptying your inventory. Wherever you're at, just empty it. So you're doing your beginner quests. You're going to do all the little quests in the town. You're going to choose your faction. That's great. And that's going to take you like 15 minutes. Like that's it. Like there's a lot of stuff written here, but like pretty much like you're doing the newbie quest, you're going to be done with that in 15 minutes. 20 minutes at tops if you're slow. Team Green, he says. No. I'll see you on the battlefield, my friend. So step 2, we're going to be heading to the Fisherman's Bend to do this first quest here. And it'll be in you're going to do the newbie quest. It's going to give you this quest so you'll know where to go. But this is the part where it gets interesting. It's here, right? He's right here on the map. That's where you're going to be going. So it doesn't matter where you're starting. Basically, you're going to do whatever they want you to do. You're going to head over here to this guy. While you're here, and this is why you empty your inventory, because you want as much free inventory space as possible. While you're here, this area is ripe with hemp. It's got so much freaking hemp. It's stupid, right? So you're going to be running around here collecting all this hemp because there's going to be all these newbies in the game that don't know how to get cloth, how to get hemp. And you're going to be making so much cloth and then selling that in the marketplace. Unless you want to use it. You can use it if you want. I'm just going to sell it first. Sell that cloth. You're going to be making so much money from all the beginner crafters. Day 1. Do that. Part 2. We want to get you set up with food and potions, and you're going to want a fat stockpile of these. That way you can just like quest and not worry about food and life potions and mana potions. And this is also going to allow you the ability to not feel like you have to hoard these things. Like you're just going to have so many of these things, you're just going to be able to pop life and mana potions all day long and just keep trucking. So along the riverbed here, where this guy is, along the riverbed here is all these bushes. You're going to collect everything in all these bushes, and what drops in these bushes is shoot, I forget the name of them. It's in my guide here. This is why we write things down. Here we go. The bulrush cob, which comes off of these bushes, plus water, which is there. You can make tier 1 healing potions. You can also make tier 1 healing potions at your campfire. So you're going to set a campfire down, right? Next to this guy. And you're just going to collect all this stuff and just be churning out health potions. Same with the briar buds plus water, mana potions. Make a campfire and you're just going to be churning out healing. Just fill up your inventory with them. Have a shitload. You're going to be good to go. Now, what also happens when you're in these bushes, you're going to collect bugs off of them. Okay, you're at the river, you got a shitload of bugs. What are you going to do with this? You're going to go fishing because you're right there. So, how do you make tier 1 food? Well, tier 1 food requires a raw material and then a meat. So, when you fish, you have fish, which is the raw material. But then you can harvest the fish in your inventory and you get the fish fillet, which is the meat. So combining the fish fillet and then just a raw fish, you can make tier 1 food. And this tier 1 food is both for mana and health. And you can do this at the campfire right there. So now you can just fill up your inventory quickly and easily at a place you were already going, full of healing potions, mana potions, all the food you need. Fill that bitch up. Fill it up to the brim. And then where are you going next? Winsward. You're just going right here. You're going to go over here and you're just going to dump all your anything that you don't need at the moment. Your food, your healing potions, all that kind of stuff right in here. And now you are set, dude. You are set to adventure and not have to worry about that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, tier 2 food and all that kind of stuff is going to be better. I honestly wouldn't worry about it. Tier 1 food is just as good. Healing potions are just as good. This stockpile, just doing this really quick, will keep you stockpiled with food up to like level 20, all the way up to Amarin, and then you can worry about getting some higher quality food. But you're going to be good until level 20 off of doing this. After you've done that, you've got all that hemp too, which is going to sell for a lot. You're going to go to Windsward. You're going to set it as your end. You can grab potions and food. You can split it and put some on the market if you want, right? I considered this. I considered doing that, but I actually decided later on that I'm not going to do that personally. I'm just going to hoard it myself and just... Yeah, NA West could be a bit of a ping issue from Scotland. Yeah, I could see that. So, step 3, if you need ammo and tools and that kind of stuff, I would do this for the tools. But you could also do this for the ammo too. So, in the south, the reason why we're going to Windsward too is because this stuff is plentiful. So, right outside of Windsward, right outside of it, spawns turkeys. Like around in this area. In fact, let me go... How do we do? Right outside of town is turkeys. Just hang out in here. Kill a bunch of turkeys, right? You can even go down here and kill a bunch of turkeys too. Right down the road. So many turkeys. Get your arrows up, right? If that's what you need to do. Or put them on the market. They sell well. The next thing is for bullets. You're going to need the saltpeter. And how do I... Is that in here? Saltpeter. Easy. Also right next to Windsward. This is why we're here. There's this cave right in here that's full of this stuff. But it's also over here. And this is like a little wolf den. Another little den up here. It's here, right next to town. So you got turkeys. And you got the saltpeter. These are the main ingredients you need. You need the turkey feathers for the arrows, to be specific. These are the main ingredients you need to make all the ammo. Put that on the market or use it yourself. Good way to make a lot of money early on. Also, what you can do is, when you're doing those things, you're going to need ore. There's ore all over the place. In these hills right here in Windsward. Let me pull it up. Ores, iron, boom. Right? It's right there, dude. Right outside of town. Collect all this freaking ore. Come back to town. Make tier 2 tools. And these are going to sell. And especially if you get a green one, put that bitch on the market. People are going to want to be buying tier 2 green tools. That's going to sell for a lot. And you want them yourself, right? After you've done that, so think about this. Think about this, guys. We've been in the game maybe an hour and a half at this point. And what have you accomplished in an hour and a half? Right? You have potions, you have food, you have ammo, and you have tools, you have iron, and you have cloth. Yeah, huge leap in tools. Yep. In the first hour and a half, you already have all this stuff. You're good to go. But that's not it. We're not done yet. Next thing I would do is I would just hang out town for a little bit. Lumberjack Simulator. Chop down trees until you hate yourself. Just do it. It's an easy experience, and it's good just to have like a stockpile of resources for the board. Step 5, once you're about level 12, you can get a free bag. Don't buy a bag, please. For the love of God, please don't buy a bag. You can get a free one. There's a level 12 quest. It's called In Between Innkeeps. You remind the innkeeper, Suin in Windsward, of the debt he owes to Innkeep Camus in Everfall. So the quest actually starts in Everfall. So level 12, you're going to run to Everfall. And this quest is so easy. It's so freaking easy. Let me pull up the map again. So you're in Windsward, right? You've done all this stuff in Windsward. Now you're going to go run up to Everfall, which you should do anyways. Just get the marker on the map so you can travel there. You're going to take the quest. You know what this person asks you to do? You go here and they're like, hey, I'm the innkeeper here. You need to go talk to the innkeeper over in Windsward. And what do? They give you Azoth and you teleport there. And then what do? You just teleport right back and you get your bag. It's so easy. Right? Is that how it goes? Let me double check. I have written down here. I didn't write it down. But I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Is that you just teleport there, teleport back, you get a bag. Step 6. This is maybe you're like 2 hours into the game at this point. You need some faction gear. Faction gear is going to be some of the best gear you can get early on. So you're going to be grabbing all your faction quests at Everfall. And Windsward too, by the way. And I would hard focus on doing the faction quests until you can get all your gear. And now you can't actually equip this gear until level 15. We're going to gather and skin everything you see. And we're going to acquire our faction gear. So anyways, at this point, so like maybe like you're 2 hours into the game, maybe 2.5 hours. And you have tier 2 tools. You have faction armor weapons. You got food, you got potions, you got ammo, you got a bag, you got a stash of resources at Windsward, you got a lesser stash of resources at Everfall, you got some money, you got some Azoth. Yeah, you're set to go. Right in the beginning of the game. Boom, you are set to adventure. So, what now? What do you do now after you're set up? You can do whatever you want at this point. You're a big boy. But what I'm personally going to be doing is hard focusing on the main quests up to the Amrine excavation. And I'll be continuing to build my stash of supplies, not only at Everfall, Windsward, but also Monarch's Bluff. And kind of running... So if you guys are not aware, a main leveling strategy in this game is using the town board. And they did nerf it in the beta. But the way you really want to do this is you want to rotate, because it has a cooldown on the board is what they did to nerf it. So how you counteract that nerf is you run around between these 3 towns. So you do Windsward, you use your stash to sort of like do the town's board quests. If there's a town board quest that's stupid that you don't like, you can take it and then you can cancel it and you can get a new one, but it's on like a 30-minute timer. So the things are, so after you turn in what you turn in, and things are on timers, you run up to Everfall, do the same thing, run to Monarch's Bluff, do the same thing, go back to Windsward. And you just kind of like run around between these 3 towns, killing things, chopping wood, picking herbs and all that kind of stuff along the way. Keep a fat stash in all 3 towns, and that's really going to be your quickest way to level. So do that. That's why we talk about the stash in there. And yeah. See, focusing on town board and faction quests, rotating around all the newbie cities, using your stash to help complete quests ASAP. And that's really it, dude. It's so easy. And there's also this, found on Reddit. Yeah, any green weapons for sure. Especially if it's green, because it'll be like, sometimes the weapons, the stats aren't even really that good. There's a secret right here. Sometimes the weapon stats aren't even that good, but the fact that it's green, people are like, oh, it's green. I'm going to buy the green one. So yeah, definitely throw up the green weapons on there. People will buy them. There's also this. I'm not going to go over this too in depth, but this is also just a a quick start tips guide. I would take a screenshot of this.